Thanks a lot, Lord. While consumer information is important, rather, reading overall is also critical to one's educational growth. Over in Exuma, educators are ensuring that all systems are in place to promote reading among students. Here's Charles Fisher.
It's a saying, you want to hide something from someone? Just put it in a book. People just don't like to read. At Lnch, Geneva Curry has been the special education resource and reading teacher for the last 11 years.
Reading is extremely important, and what I try to do is identify the interest of the students. And what I mean by that is if a student is interested in a specific topic, I try to introduce them to books or reading material that caters to their interest levels. And once they begin to get into those, it develops a love for reading.
Subject coordinator for Language, Arts and Modern Language, Cresta Kim.
We have more kids coming that are reading either below level or not reading at all. Tries to work with those students that are either below level or non-readers, trying to build them up and get them where they need to be.
So we recently implemented a school-wide reading assessment that helped us identify those students who were struggling, particularly in reading comprehension. And what it allowed us was to identify those skill gaps that those students had, and we were able to specifically target those skills and to give those students the strategies they needed so that they would be able to apply them to their subjects across.
15-year-old 10th grader Anishka Gardner is one of those students taking advantage of the reading classes.
I was struggling in some of my classes, so I started attending the literacy classes to help me with this. 3 things that helped me was I created a word list to put with difficult words that I'm struggling in, and I created a study schedule, and I started reading more.
A major problem affecting the language arts is social media.
Just how they speak on social media, texting, the abbreviating and all that stuff, we tend to see that flowing into their writing as well. So that is a challenge. And so as language arts teachers, what we do is we tell our students that there's a time and a place. When you're in a classroom setting for national examinations, you have to use the standard English. That is the accepted language of the day. And then, when you are with your friends and what have you, then you could break into that abbreviated texting kind of writing.
Social media is making everything easy now. So when they look at books, to them it's like boring. Social media has everything in place for them where they have to do a lot of work, so they don't like to do a lot of work. And reading is, you have to take time, and I'm guessing that's not what some of them like to do, but some kids love to read.
Then also, some rather watch a movie, which first was a book.
If they watch a movie, then of course they can discuss the plot, they can discuss what they've watched in the video. However, once we read the book, they'll find that the book actually develops the plot further. The book is more detailed, and that helps them to transfer those skills or those techniques that they've read in the book.
Kemp stressing the students that what's learned in the class is something they can take with them.
What we're saying in the classroom is just not for the classroom, but actually when you go out into the real world, that it actually makes sense. So what I've been doing is trying to give them application forms, actual application forms from different business houses. I have them fill those out.
For the morning edition, I'm Charles Fisher.